on today's show, I'm going over the latest Texans news and rumors. Laremy Tunsil was absolutely disrespected on a top 20 offensive tackles list. They didn't even have him in the top 10. So we'll break that down in just a moment. And some new free agent betting odds. Texans listed as a favorite for a couple different guys in free agency. I'll break those guys down at the end of today's show. But let's get into the news of today's show. Yesterday, reported by Aaron Wilson on X, Texans, they hired ex-Patriots exec Steve Cargile as Senior Personnel Executive Assistant Director of Pro Scouting, promote DJ Debick to Director of Pro Scouting. So just a couple moves within the front office. Obviously, these Patriots ties run pretty heavy with Caserio, a former Patriot, so we know how he likes his former colleagues over there from New England, from Boston. So a couple guys in the front office, a couple moves from Aaron Wilson. Also, I saw this interesting article. Texans ranked number 1 as the top talent under 25, the top young cores by ESPN. The Texans ranked at number 1 with obviously C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, Tank Dell, Christian Harris, and then the new rookie class coming up with Kamari Lassiter, Kalen Bullock, Blake Fisher. They said the Texans have the top young core in the NFL. It's usually the Texans or the Lions are the top 2. So just another, note to have while we go through the latest news and rumors. Obviously, the Texans, they have a very bright future ahead of them, not only this season, but moving forward with young guys like Will Anderson and C.J. Stroud moving forward. So I think, obviously, this highlights it, but we should have a good team for years to come, and it's a very exciting time to be a Houston Texans fan. Now, getting into maybe the most passionate part of the show for me, before I break down this list and before I, get all mad and angry and my skin changes to red up here because I'm yelling too much, I want to hear from you folks at home. Where would you rank Laremy Tunsil among NFL offensive tackles? Go down and let me know in the comments section. Is he number 1? Do you think he's top 5, top 10? Let me know what you think down below, because according to CBS Sports' Jeff Kerr, Laremy Tunsil is the 11th best tackle in the NFL heading into the 2024 NFL season. He's not top 10. And I have a hard time believing that. Here is his top 10 list of offensive tackles. He has Trent Williams, number 1, followed by Penei Sewell, Tyron Smith of the Jets, Lane Johnson, Tristan Wirfs, Jordan Mailata, Teron Armstead, Andrew Thomas, Christian Darrisaw, and Braden Smith. I just think there's no way any sane person thinks Laremy Tunsil is not a top 10 offensive tackle in the NFL. He's one of the best left tackles. I mean, he was a Pro Bowler last year, should have possibly been an All-Pro last year. I think Laremy Tunsil does not get nearly the credit that he deserves for how well he has played for this Houston Texans team. And if you agree with me, if you're like, you know what, this kind of pisses me off a little bit that Laremy Tunsil isn't ranked in the top 10 of offensive tackles heading into this season, I want you to go ahead and share today's video. Go down and click the share button, select the X icon, click post to X, tag me at Jeremy Chuggs, and tag Tunsil at King Tunsil 78. Everybody that shares today's video and tags us, I'm shouting you out on our next video going out on Monday. I'm going to give every single person a shout out who shares today's video and tags me and King Tunsil right here, because I'm telling you, Tunsil, if you're watching this, you don't get nearly the amount of credit that you deserve. I looked at his advanced analytics per PFF from last season, and look at a couple of these numbers right here for you. His pass blocking efficiency, 97.4, and the pass blocking efficiency, the PFF signature stat measuring pressure allowed on a per snap basis with weighted towards sacks allowed. 97.4. That's an amazing number for that. Opponent pressure percentage is the percentage of non-spike, non-penalty passing snaps with an opportunity to allow pressure. He had a 99.8 percentage on that, which is out of bounds. His pass block grade from PFF was 85.4. Run block grade was bad. It was 60.5, but the Texans' run game last year was not good. So, I mean, not surprising there, which brought his overall grade down to a 73.4. But, I mean, that pass blocking grade of 85.4, one of the best in the entire league. And whenever he went up against the best competition, against Myles Garrett, which a lot of people think is the best pass pass rusher, if not one of the best pass rushers in the entire NFL. This is what he did against them. With a minimum of 40 pass blocking snap matchups, he ranked top, and it wasn't even close against Myles Garrett in pressure rate allowed at 2.5%. The next best was Ronnie Stanley of the Ravens at 9.9% and Bobby Hart of the Lions at 10%. 2.5% against a guy like Myles Garrett is absolutely bonkers. I mean, he's shown it time and time again. At 29, Laremy Tunsil is still one of the best tackles, if not the best left tackle in the NFL. And I put my money on this. I would say that Laremy Tunsil is the best pass blocking left tackle in the entire NFL. I would say that at 29, Laremy Tunsil, I would choose him over every other left tackle in the NFL. If you agree with me, go down and let me know, because I think Laremy Tunsil is criminally underrated, and him not even being in the top 10 is an absolute travesty. Like I said, the best pass blocking left tackle, in my opinion, in the entire league, bar none. This dude protects the passer at all costs, and he's been doing it consistently for the Texans year over year. And I'm just excited he finally has a top-tier quarterback to protect in C.J. Stroud. Now, coming up, the latest Vegas odds for top free agents coming in. Some interesting news and notes from it as well. A couple familiar names, but a little twist on it. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. But it's hot outside. It's sunny outside. If you haven't gotten your Texans hat, get it today at chatsports.com/Texans hats. Our friends over at Fanatics have every style, every colorway that you would ever want. They have all the options for you, even the new secondary logo. They have a bunch that are on sale. I know this one right here is on sale. They have a ton that are on sale right now when you go check it out. Once again, it's chatsports.com/Texans hats. All of them are available for you right now. Maybe do a little window shopping. Go check them out today. I'll put that link down in the comment section and description of today's video. Now, before I get going on the latest odds for some of these free agents, I have a quick question for you. Do the Texans still need to add a cornerback? Let me know yes or no down in the comments section. What do you think? Do the Texans still need to add a corner? Because according to Vegas, it's looking less and less likely that the Texans are going to add a corner during training camp or the preseason. Before, they were top 3 in odds for both of these guys. Now, they are sitting at number 5 in the latest Stephon Gilmore odds for his next team that he will sign with. Right now, the Jags are top destination for Stephon Gilmore, according to Vegas, at plus 400. The Chicago Bears at plus 600. Giants at plus 700. And the Ravens coming in at plus 800. Same for Xavien Howard. The Texans come in same at plus 900 for Xavien Howard services for his next team. Giants are the top team for Howard. Then come the Jags, Bears, Ravens, and Texans. And I think this is all spurred on from a great minicamp and OTAs from Kamari Lassiter. The emergence of Lassiter has made cornerback less of a pressing need for this team, and how he's played in, the glowing reviews from coaches, teammates, everybody within the Texans organization has made it seem like, yeah, the Texans, I think, might be good at the cornerback position, because if Lassiter is playing like he has been at minicamp OTAs, and if he continues that into the preseason and into the regular season, this Texans cornerback room sneakily becomes one of the best in the entire league. You have Derek Stingley, who I've said again and again is a top 5 corner in the NFL. I believe he is a CB1, a certified lockdown guy. And then you have Kamari Lassiter on the other side, taking away the wide receiver 2 for a lot of teams. Desmond King, a very underrated nickelback. So I think along with that, DeMeco Ryans is very confident in this Texans pass rush. And that pass rush, I think he believes will help the Texans secondary along in 2024. And if you add on top of that Kamari Lassiter really showing out as a rookie, this Texans secondary might turn some heads and might surprise some people as one of the better units in the entire NFL. That's all I have for you on today's show, folks. If you want to continue the conversation, hit me up on Twitter or X, whatever you like to call it, at Jeremy Chuggs or IG. And remember, everybody who shares today's video and tags me and Laremy Tunsil, I'm giving you a shout out on one of our videos next week. I appreciate every single person who clicked into today's video. Until next time, everybody, have a great day.